Undefeated. Undefeated. Who do you think that you are? When I tell y'all that I run things, y'all better believe me. Spin the earth on my finger like round ball on my Globetrotter. It's easy. No lie.
What up, everybody in the Y2BC? So, what I really want to talk about today is where does Amir Khan go from here? So, I don't really have a whole lot of time. I'm actually doing this while I get into my work stuff, so I'm going to try to be as quick and as brief as possible. What I actually think Amir Khan should do, and I really have to say, I think he did better than I expected. I think I have to agree with a lot of people in the YTBC. He was winning against Canelo on the cards, but I mean, it is what it is. He couldn't handle that punching power of Canelo, which I predicted that was going to happen. And big shout out to Rascalot222, saying that he's not giving anybody credit on their predictions. I mean, I made a prediction, but I'm not really expecting credit for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I only reason why I actually did a prediction is because I saw a lot of people playing devil's advocate, and I did the same thing with Adrian Broner versus Ashley Theophane. I heard a lot of people saying that Theophane was gonna, they were actually saying he was going to beat Broner. Like, people were actually edging it for him, and I saw a lot of that going on. So not the same exact situation, but a very similar situation with this fight. So I thought I would put my piece, and exactly what I knew was gonna happen. So I actually thought he wasn't going to make it past 4 rounds, but he made it all the way to the 6th. And the way that and really, more importantly, I want to talk about the way he made it to the 6th round, I think was very impressive. And as far as where does Amir Khan go from here, I definitely want to see more of Amir Khan. Would I consider myself a fan yet? Not really, but I mean, he showed his balls, his cojones, whatever you want to call it. He showed that, his testicular fortitude, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I really respect that. So what I actually think Amir Khan should do is, well, first off, when Amir Khan started putting on the weight, I heard that Virgil Hunter had said that he doubts he would ever see Amir Khan at 147 pounds ever again. He doesn't think he'll be able to make that weight anymore. So I would actually like to see Amir Khan go to 154. Now, if he wants to take a layoff or whatever, it's completely understandable. If I'm not mistaken, Ramadan will be coming up, so he's not going to fight during Ramadan. But, I think when he comes back, I would like to see him take a crack at 154 pounds. And just with the skill that I seen him have, I think he would be good for that division. To be honest, that 154 pounds lately has been at a standstill. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot going on at 154 pounds. And I think if Amir Khan were to go to 154, I think it would bring, I think it would make things interesting. If he can make 147, then that's the ideal weight for him at this time, because we seen what he could do at 147 pounds, and I think that he would I wouldn't exactly say dominate, but he'd definitely be able to hang with with the best of them at 147. You know, as long as he can guard his chin, he'll be all right. You know, he won't have to worry about nobody pulling a Danny Garcia on him. As long as he can, you know, keep that chin in check. But if he can't make a 147, he should definitely try his hand at 154. And I would recommend that he start with some lower level guys and just test the waters. You know, I wouldn't say that he should go all in. He should definitely fight, you know, a lower level guy, even if it's an absolute no-name guy, just to see. Well, actually, no, I take that back. He doesn't want an absolute bum. He wants somebody that's going to go the distance with him, that he's not going to TKO. But you know, because really what I'm looking for is how the weight's going to affect him. You know, he only made it halfway through the Canelo fight, so we don't really know how much 155 affected him as far as endurance is concerned. So I would say to go get in the ring with somebody at 154 pounds who is going to definitely go the distance with him, and you know, see where it goes from there. Ultimately, what I'm getting at is, if he's successful at 154 pounds, I would like to actually see him against Miguel Cotto. I think that would make for a pretty good fight. Being that Amir Khan is not really the hardest puncher, I think Miguel Cotto would actually not be as gun shy as he was with Canelo. I thought that he was a little bit gun shy against Canelo, and being that I'm somebody who likes aggressive fighting, and I just can't help it, that's just the style that I like. Being that I'm the type that likes aggressive fighting, you know, that's I really didn't disagree with the scorecards on the Canelo Cotto fight. I actually agreed with them, and a lot of people were like, oh, it's a lot closer than that, and I'm not arguing with that. You're you know, this is my take, and I'm somebody who just really likes aggressive fighting, and Canelo was definitely more aggressive than Cotto was. So, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's going to score the way that they score. Keep in mind, I'm not a judge. You know, I don't judge fights. I'm not somebody who scores fights professionally. So, how I score fights is really irrelevant. You know. So, but it is what it is. But anyways, you know, I'm not striving to be a judge either. So I just like to watch boxing and be entertained. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I think that this is a very winnable fight for both fighters. Now, if Cotto was in his prime, then I would say, you know, Khan would probably suffer a very similar fate, maybe in a later round, as he did against Canelo. But I do think that it's a winnable fight for him in this point in both of their careers, if he's able to be effective at 154 pounds. So I mean, it's definitely doable for both of them. Khan would only have to shave 1 pound. Cotto has only been fighting a couple pounds over, middleweight, and actually, I don't think he even made the 155 pounds against Canelo. I don't think he, if I'm not mistaken, I think he came in a little bit under for the Canelo fight. So it's a winnable fight for both of them. You know, Cotto does have some power, but he's not an extremely big guy. It's more of a fair fight. And Khan, you know, if Khan can just guard his chin, if he can figure out how to, not get hit, like, I don't know, I really think that if he were trained by somebody like, and God rest his soul, Emanuel Stewart, I think Khan would be even more effective than he is right now. But we all know that's not gonna happen, unfortunately. There's actually a lot of fighters that I would like to see how good they could be with a trainer such as Emanuel Stewart. But even if he would, and I don't think this would ever happen, but even if he could get Floyd Mayweather Sr. to train him, Floyd Mayweather Sr., I mean, you can say what you want about him, but the man is a very good trainer defensively. I mean, he's a great defensive trainer, and I think if somebody could just train him on his defense a little bit to make him more defensive sound, I think Amir Khan could be a real force to be reckoned with. I mean, he ain't knocking nobody out, but he could definitely be blowing people out on the card. Like, I could see him getting 12-round decisions easy on a lot of top-level fighters. But he has to be able to get past his biggest weakness, which is his chin. So, and another thing, I mean, I would not exactly say that this was a chin problem for Khan. I mean, you have to keep in mind, he went up to 155 pounds from 147, fighting a guy who is bigger than him. Not taller, but he's just physically bigger than him. And it's like I said, Canelo, I do think his power is a bit overrated. But at the end of the day, he's no slouch either in the power department. He can definitely put a hurting on you if you don't know what you're doing. And Khan already not having the best of chins. I mean, he just fell short. But that's what I think. I think, and I think Khan would actually go for that, to be honest. I mean, if he's not planning on retiring after this devastating knockout, I doubt that he's going to quit trying to get the big name fights. So he's already got Canelo on his record. Now getting Cotto, that would be the next biggest thing. I mean, Cotto might still be a bigger name than Canelo. I mean, right now it's hard to say because, Canelo just beat Cotto, back in November, and, he just had his first defense against a blown up welterweight. And as for Canelo, I mean, I'm not going to congratulate him on bringing up a fighter and knocking him out. I'm not going to congratulate him on that. Bringing up a fighter who has who's known for having a weak chin, who's known for, falling at the hands of power punchers. I mean, he's not going to get any credit from me. I mean, call me a hater, call me whatever you want, but I give Canelo absolutely no props on this fight. He needs to man up. He needs to stop talking this 155-pound bullshit. And he needs to just fight GGG. And another thing, I heard a very interesting take from somebody. before the Canelo Khan fight, they were saying that they didn't know why people were complaining about this fight, yet they want to see Canelo versus Triple G, and their exact words were that they that this fight was more intriguing, that this fight was more was less lopsided than the Triple G Canelo fight, saying that, you know, Triple G's gonna win, but you have a problem with this fight, and this fight is more even. So it's funny because after Khan gets knocked out, like anybody who has common sense knew was gonna happen, this very same person goes and says, well, if Triple G and Canelo fight, I think Babylon will fall. This is a very exact words. They said, I don't think it's going to go as well as you think. And if you're saying Babylon will fall, you know, it's not going to go as well as you think, could mean, you know, that he thinks Triple G is going to get exposed. But then when you say Babylon will fall, that hints more at you thinking Triple G is going to lose. So I don't see how one day you're saying, well, you know who's going to win. I don't know why you fans want to see that fight. From knocking out Amir, you know, the only thing that changed is that Amir Khan, you know, the Amir Khan fight happened and he knocked him out. Amir Khan was a blown up middleweight, blown up welterweight. Sorry, I'm still signing into my stuff, so you don't have my undivided attention, but hey, it is what it is. But a blown up welterweight. You can't honestly tell me that changed your mind. That shouldn't change anybody's mind about this fight, because Khan had no business in the ring with Canelo. He has the skill to beat Canelo, but he doesn't have the resistance to beat Canelo. And this very same person told me I should hang it up because I made a mistake about whether somebody was a mandatory or not. I mean, that really doesn't make any sense. Because when it all comes down to it, if you think because Canelo knocked out Amir Khan, that's what changes your how you think a fight is gonna go down between Canelo and Triple G, then, not to be cliche, but you don't know shit about boxing. Anyways, to all my subscribers, anybody who watches my videos, or if you just so happen to stumble upon this video, hope you have a wonderful and blessed day.
However long this shit lasts. Because that's what I'm fucking expecting. Slugfest City, bitch.